Welcome back to Active Sports TV. You're now rocking out with your host, Active. Yeah, man, we got an explosive episode for y'all, man. We're going to go ahead and break down this fight week with Jaron Ennis and the Mrs. Stanionis. Is going down unification bout at 147. We finally going to get a front runner at 147, a division that was once hot but has lost its steam. So before going forward, man, if we go ahead and break down the weigh-in, also give you our predictions on this here bout, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, and go ahead and hit that bell icon so whenever your boy Active drop some more boxing heat in these YouTube streets, you'll be the first one notified. You can kick it and rock out with your host Active. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. The weigh-in is in. The weigh-in is in. Jaron Ennis. It's time to put up or shut the hell up. Now, I like Boots. I want Boots to win this bout. We already know. I've already made my prediction, but I'm going to make it again on this episode. So those who did not get a chance to check out that, you'll be able to hear my prediction on this one. But I'm a fan of Boots, man. I'm just not a fan of Boots' actions outside of the ring. But that's not what this, episode is about. It's about the tales of the tape between the two fighters. And man, Jaron Ennis does have a tough task on his hands. With Stanionis being also a long-time title holder at 147. This guy's very durable. He has a nice tank where, he has a great output. He's an Eastern European fighter. These guys are built for tough. They come forward and you got to put them out. Pretty much, man. You got to put them out. You got to outbox them. You got to totally control and dominate these fighters. So, with Jaron Ennis, his skill sets, his agility, I'm looking across the ring at Stanionis and I'm like, easy work. Easy work. When we go ahead and break it all down, man, category to category, skill for skill, I cannot find not one category where I would lean towards Stanionis being the favorite. When it comes to being the bigger fighter at 147, we got to already, check that off for Jaron Ennis, being that he's already has the reputation of being a built big welterweight, some would say a weight bully, in the division. So, when it comes to the size and the natural bigger man, Jaron Ennis wins in that category. When it comes to the speed, hand speed, footwork, and, overall agility, hands down, if you're a true boxing fan, you know where this is going. You know who's checking off that category, and that's going to go to Jaron Ennis. Once again, being the faster fighter, the lighter fighter on his feet, also with the better agility, able to turn it on, to turn it off. I don't see Stanionis able to switch gears, shift from first to fourth as easy and as fluid as Jaron Ennis would probably be able to display in this up-and-coming bout between the two. Now, in the power category, now this is where we kind of level the playing field a little bit. Sorry, we in the field, you know what I mean? So excuse the noise. But in the power category, Stanionis and Jaron Ennis kind of equals itself out. I would say Jaron Ennis is a sharp, accurate pinpoint puncher, and Stanionis is a more aggressive, punches and bunches, overwhelming type of power, with just constant pressure and, like I said, an accumulation of punches. So, with both skill sets of both fighters being displayed, I'm going to have to go ahead and do 50-50 on that category. When it comes to the power, I'm going to say it's about even. Both fighters can end up hurting each other in that ring, just based off the attributes that they both, possess. I believe Jaron Ennis will definitely have an easier time displaying that. But that's my opinion. We won't know until these fighters get in the ring. So that's what makes boxing great. It only takes one punch. You know, Stanionis could make things awkward like Karen did in the second bout versus Jaron Ennis. And, may seem to land a few more punches than, some would, want or allow, will want Boots to allow to, land on him. But boxing is boxing. We won't know until these guys square up and get in the ring. Now, when it comes to the resume, both of these guys' resumes is weak. Weak sauce. I don't care what nobody say. Stanionis, don't know who he fought other than Delorme. Both of them both having mutual fights with him. These dudes ain't fought nobody, man. This is the true fight of welterweight. This one is going to give us some insight on who these title holders really is. Because as far as active on my channel, that's exactly what I look at them as. Title holders. You're not a champion until you beat one or unless you fought for a title. And at this point, I don't see Jaron Ennis as the face of the welterweight division until he captured more titles in the division. So, this one here, we're going to cut it short. You see my prediction is in. Jaron Ennis will win in a unanimous decision over Stanionis. I don't believe this will be a knockout. I believe this will go all 12 with Boots dominating, putting on a master class of science, boxing science, being displayed on Stanionis. So, if you was into this, man, don't forget, hit the thumbs up button. Your boy would love for y'all to go ahead and comment, interact with me in the comment section, and double back when we go ahead and put out that post-fight reaction. This is your host, Active, saying, hey, man, it's been fun. You stay activated at all times. Family first. And until next time, folks, we out of here.